So I'm going to be doing the battery, looking at where to put the battery for now, putting the new wiring loom, and then possibly I'm going to be looking at this speedometer tachometer. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today another cold day, but I'm back in the garage and looking at the CB250N to carry on some work. Now I have some bad news about the carburetor. I had a look at it because obviously there was a couple of things I wanted to try because there's some areas there I still want to address to do with cleaning, because I missed removing a specific part which could be causing the problem. And then the other one is the floats on the carburetor. I didn't position the valve, I think it's called the valve, properly, which it connects to the floats. In some of these, can you see this middle bit there? Usually they have a gap, and you put this through, so it goes inside there. But obviously through the back or through the bottom, but this one doesn't have a hole. But these ones, I don't know if you can tell, you can kind of open it, can you see? So I think that's how you should be doing it. So let me see if I can find a way to do it. Maybe sideways. Yeah, bit fiddly. Try to do so you can see, but then if I can see it, okay, cut in, yeah. Now can you see it's dangling there? Because basically what you should be doing is pressing that. Can you see? That's what you should be doing when the float. Am I putting the float the correct way? Yeah, it is. So yeah, and then after you put it in, and then when it's full, you'll press that. And I don't know exactly what that does, but that's how you should be doing. So that's as simple as that. So I revisited the carburetor, opened it up, and tried to fix those issues. Now I managed to fix the valve that connects to the floats. That was pretty straightforward. But when I tried to get the screw, and this is the screw that I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get it. When you get to the screw, which is, let's see if you can you see this one? So when I got to this, I think it's a needle, but you know, it screws underneath another screw that came on the carburetor replacement kit. I managed to remove this one from the left hand side, or the right hand side. And then the other one, it just was so stuck that when I tried to unscrew it, it kind of broke inside, and that's actually the carburetor that I showed you before, that I couldn't clean it properly. It was really in a bad state. So I'm gonna be looking to replace more parts on carburetor, and then we'll revisit that. We'll come back and fit it on the bike and try it. So I didn't want to just wait around that, because until I get the part, God knows how long it's going to be. So I want to focus on other areas of the bike. Now one of them is the location of the battery. So when I bought this motorcycle, they changed the location of the battery to the bottom, which if you go back to my first or second video, you'll see that it wasn't the best place, because you know, you get a lot of dirt, a lot of water, and plus it's really hard to reach. So I looked at the schematics for the CB250N and where everything is located, and I managed to find online a bracket. Now this seems all good, right? But I don't know exactly how this fit. I don't know, and the schematics I saw was just a quick overview. It didn't go into detail. So I bought this just because I thought, okay, I can put the battery. Hopefully I'll find a way to put it somewhere on the bike. but for now I just want to put the battery here. And this is, wow, this is battery so heavy. So this is basically how it goes, and it has a space here for the solenoid. But yeah, that looks, you know, that has some connection points here, but I really don't know where this one goes. When I got this bike, it was already custom work done on it, so a lot of the original parts have been removed, and it's really hard for me to kind of put it together, especially because I don't really, you know, it's the first time I'm actually doing this. But you know, I'll see what I can do. The other thing I've noticed, and I believe the seller actually mentioned to me, but I probably forgot, because I was just focused on the CB250N, because it's, you know, on the registration, that's what it comes up with. I've noticed that a lot of the parts, as I've been going back and forth and doing some research online, I've noticed that the frame is exactly the same. They use the same frame, but obviously there's other parts that are specific to the CM400, which is, I think, what this used to be, and then the 250 engine. So I think that's what they've been doing. So there's a bit of a mix. But that's not too much of a problem. And to be honest, I actually prefer how it is set up. It's just the problem of being custom is just harder for me to figure things out. When they were doing the custom work, they didn't have a tachometer or, you know, rev counter. So they removed a lot of the cables, and I don't know if they tangled somewhere and they just disconnected, or they cut them off. So I you know, I'm putting the bike, you know, at least the circuit, the loom back together to the original one, because I have the lights to go in, I have the all the other connections, you know. So I bought this one from eBay, and obviously I need to open up, but this is actually from a 400N and CB400N, and I think the 400N, 250N, and all the other ones, to be honest, they'll probably use exactly the same loom, wiring loom, right? So what I'm going to do is, this is in good condition in terms of has all the cables, and nothing is broken, at least not that I can see. I just received this a week ago, but I haven't had a look, but everything else seems to be fine. It has the right connections. So what I'm going to do is just wipe this down, and so I can see the colors properly, and then replace with the current one that I have, so I know that everything here is correct, and everything should be, you know, all the connections are the original ones, and they all should go back to everything else. And I think it will make my life easier, especially because I don't know much about working on bikes, right? This is all new. So I'm gonna be doing the battery, looking at where to put the battery for now, putting the new wiring loom, and then possibly I'm gonna be looking at this speedometer tachometer. So I want to connect this, see if it works, see if which lights are working, and if all is good, then I can start working on this in terms of bringing to the original state. And then with wiring loom I should have the connections for this, then I'll put it in, and then I have the new lights that I told you I bought for this. So it would be just nice to start seeing things kind of lighting up and working. At the moment I couldn't even get the bike running. So that's the plans. I'm hoping to do all of that with the time I have today. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the bike and start working on it. Hey guys, so I removed the mud guard there because I need to access these two screws that were underneath to remove the seat. So I removed the seat, the mud guard, so it gives me a little bit of space here, and to find a spot to put this in. So I'm thinking about possibly putting it here for now, just there, somewhere there, with zip ties, just so the battery is you know, is somewhere and not dangling on the floor like you used to. What I did is obviously got this cable out. This cable is pointing to the bottom, and I also moved the other one. So this is the negative, and the negative where it used to be connected. I don't know if you can see there, because the battery used to go here, somewhere here, and I still have the bracket for that one, but I don't want to place it there because it's hard to reach, and it will get dirty and wet. So I'll move it here. So basically, the one thing we need to remember has to be connected to the frame, right? So negative is connected to the frame, and then the positive does its all the work. But this is a lot of cable that I have here. Maybe eventually I might remove this, shorten it, but all after I decide where I'm going to put the battery, and then I'll do the cables. So you can see the cables are here, they go to the front, and if I go to this side, so I need a bit more space in this garage. So can you see this? So yeah, that doesn't look great. It's a complete mess, and it has a zip tie to hold it all together, and then the only ones that come to the front are the throttle cables, and I think this one probably needs to be replaced. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know, I'll see about that. This moved. So yeah, this doesn't look great, does it? Anyway, I might replace these two. They don't cost a lot of money, and why not, right? Since I'm doing the work, so I'll eventually open this up to see what's happening there. Obviously, you can see the throttle moving. Yeah, so this is it. Let's go and try to figure out if I can place it either at the bottom there. Let's see. Would I be able to? I don't know. This way will touch the wheel. This way. There is space. Only if I remove that. But I don't want to remove anything because I don't know if I can use this eventually one day. Yeah, I might just put it here at the top. The battery is quite tall. So I'll see. I'm gonna start recording, figure out, and then I'll use some zip ties just for now. Okay. Just to get an idea of the size and weight of the battery, so I'll need to fit it somewhere there. It's a shame about this, because if I cut it, I could place it quite nicely. It's so heavy. So heavy. Maybe somewhere up with there would be the best one. I don't know what else to put. I think this is how it used to be placed on the other side in the original CB250N. Yeah, this could be it. Now how do I lock this here? Let's get some zip ties. And see how could I place it. If I had black cable ties, you wouldn't even notice, hey? Well, this is pretty secure, and to be honest, this is not for me to ride, so don't go panicking. This is literally just to keep the battery in a safe place, and I can move the bike back and forth in the garage or even outside just to see how everything is working, and I don't have to worry about dragging the battery on the floor as I move the bike. Now that this is kind of done for now, I'm going to be removing the wiring loom, the original one, and because I don't have the wiring diagram, what I'm going to be doing is looking at removing bit by bit, and as I'm doing that, I'll be replacing with a new one. So let's go into that now. Okay guys, so I'm here with the wiring loom. I gave it a quick wipe. Again, there's no point wasting too much time on it. until I actually see that everything is working. And that's pretty much the approach I'm taking with this bike. And once I know that things are actually going well, then I'll probably remove, because I've done it before, I'll remove those parts, I'll clean them nicely, and I'll retrofit them. So yeah, so let's go and try this. Okay, then this, you can take it from there. Okay, you can see the cable for the horn, and these ones come to this place here. This is, okay, this connects here. Alright, let's see if I have those cables. I think this is towards the back of the bike, and this towards the front. I think this goes to the headlight, and these, I don't know. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this cable, where did I find? Oh, okay, here. Is this the one? No. Okay. So let me try to take a few more things out, so just so I have space to move these cables. Okay. Wow. This looks, let me see if I can move these ones. The throttle cables and stuff, move it out of the way. I'll actually move them all the way out. Okay, so I have these ones. I don't know what's going on here, can you see? So these ones go here. This one, where does this go? And some go to the horn. It's such a mess. Maybe I'll do the back first. Might be easier, I think. Let's see if I can do that first. Okay, so I was wrong actually. I think this goes to the back and this goes to the front, which it kind of started making a little bit of sense for whatever reason. So let's see. There's a green one here that connects there. Can you see the green one? Connects there. This one I know it connects. Then there's a few more. Can you see all of these? And there's all these connections. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. But this seems to be the right way. Now I'm just trying to figure out. So this one, here. So I'm just gonna disconnect here. Disconnect this one. Disconnect that one. So this one, I will see what can I do with this. Because I don't know how much I can actually do with this. Let's see. I'm running out of time, but sorry, you guys can't see this. I'm just unscrewing the indicator horn. Okay, so this has one for the horn. There's quite a few cables. So what is it? It could only be horn, lights, PA. I'm not so sure what this PA mean. And then indicators. So this obviously can't be right, this connection. So I need to figure out what connection is, and where does this connect to? This doesn't connect to. Where's the ignition cable? Is this the? No, this is exactly similar to the ignition. So this is not, again, this is not the original, I don't think, and this doesn't fit, particularly fit in here. Oh, it looks like he has a place for 2 screws. This only has 1. Actually, well, this is how it looks. It might just be fine, but I want to know if this is the right connector. So that for me is the biggest problem. So once I put it there, this connects somewhere. I have a feeling it connects to one of these. This connects to this connects to that here. Yeah. So that's where we are. We have 2 main connectors here, and then these smaller ones. These small ones usually are quite easy to figure out because you'll find them somewhere on the bike. I might get a wiring diagram to connect. I might just place this so it doesn't fall. And I need to figure out what are we going to do with this, if I can fix it or not. Guys, I'm outside, and this is the status. So I brought these to the front because I believe these are obviously the connectors for the speedometer and the tachometer, and the lights somewhere here. One of these will be that, and so they make sense being at the front. If we turn around, so this one is a negative, so it needs to be connected to the frame. Was connected to the other side, but I feel this might be the right route for this cable, so I'll possibly put it there another day. And then where's the other ones? These 2, also think these are best placed in here because the horn is placed where is placed here. So it makes sense these cables being near. And then obviously this, forget about this is just me putting them somewhere so they don't dangle on the floor. But these are the throttle cables, but don't worry about it, I'll fix that later. So now they connect. So I still don't know where this one goes, but they come through here, and I think these are for the rear lights and indicators. This is obviously the flasher relay, so I need to connect these ones, but this I think is going to go there at the back, so I need to organize this bit here. Now this is ripped. As I was moving, it was really damaged, so this one goes inside there. Can you see? It goes inside. Hey, let's see if I can show you. It goes inside there. I already took the rubber cap to see, and this one goes all the way there, I think. Can't really see where it goes, but it goes there. But that's okay. So I just need to fix this one, and all the other connections are done. So this is a nice little arrangement. Again, it's not where I'm going to leave it, but this is the bracket for the relay, that's the bracket for the battery. This is pretty solid for now, just for the time being anyway. Yeah, remove the seat, remove this bracket. I need to cut it properly, but when I get the bike lift I might change the wheels, but then it'll be another episode because I need to do some work on the wheels. The carburetor is to be on hold, so maybe next time, if I don't have the wiring diagram, I might just do the top bit. So remove the handlebar, which I'm really excited, put the new one, put the new brake and clutch levers and the master cylinder. So that will be interesting to do. Never done that before. I don't know if I'll buy a new plate for this. They sell on eBay to make it look a little bit nicer, but well, progress, guys. Is bare, but it's coming together. I'm getting more and more excited about it, guys. So check this out. So I gave up on gloves and they're annoying me. They're getting caught in every single corner or wire when I was working on the bike. It was about a couple of hours of work. I know I didn't get to do anything that specific, but at least we found out issues with the wiring, which I had, you know, that was actually the first thing I thought when I started looking at the bike, when I removed the when I had a look around at the bike and then removed the carburetor. So yeah, a little bit more work to do, a little bit more shopping on eBay for parts. I just want to see if there's anything I can fix myself, or do I need to buy a new part, or am I going to go a complete different route and buy, you know, brand new controllers for the bike, for the lights and stuff, which initially I actually wanted to do, but then I saw the price for the decent ones and they go up to a couple hundreds. So although it makes all the wiring much simpler and better control of everything that it does, but I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. Anyway, I hope you like this episode. Don't forget to drop a like button and subscribe. See ya in the next one.